What I'm doing is crazy. To the spirit of empire within me, Satan, so carefully programmed and developed and hardwired all these years by living in empire, is crazy. To my spirit of empire, it is absolute insanity. To the spirit of my Father that is within me, our Father, my humanity, it is salvation itself. The only salvation for the human spirit. To return to the rule of Creator within them, their humanity. That is absolutely insane to empire. Totally insane. Certifiable. Certifiable. And now that I've cast off enough of the programming of empire and am now taking Jesus at full strength, undiluted, his 1,010 instructions unadulterated by anything, including Christianity, maybe especially Christianity. I'm making progress. Definitely. Some moments I'm in the kingdom. And much of the time I'm in the kingdom. The kingdom that Jesus dwelt in, with the ruler, his humanity. Long have I been taken, months I've been taken. It was a turning point for me. With him saying, the Father never leaves me because I always do what pleases him. Yesterday, another verse caught my eye. You do not believe me because you do not know my Father. Your Father is the other one. I say what the Father tells me. You do what you hear from your Father. So, it certainly seems near certain to James that he's not imagining this. He's not imagining this understanding of Jesus. Something, Jesus was pointing to something going on inside of us. And it is these two warring entities. Empire, the spirit of empire, Satan, so carefully acculturated within us these last 7,000 years of complex cultures. And our humanity, which is DNA given. It's the only operating system, hardware and software, in every but the most cruelly deformed creatures that are not human. And in humans, it is barely operating. In some, it is effectively, the circuits are effectively destroyed, and they've been so booby-trapped that there is instinctual rejection of them, a fearful rejection of them by most. And speaking of fear, fear is probably the biggest temptation for James to be pulled out of. It is the most effective agent for pulling James out of the kingdom, shutting down those circuits, powering up Satan's kingdom within him. Physically so vulnerable in the back of this wonderful vehicle in a parking lot at night. Objectively. And he is somewhere between withdrawing from those and learning, using them as a gymnasium to understand how to resist them, prevent them from ripping James out of the kingdom. How can James become stronger and able to help others if he is able to reside in the kingdom only in the easiest, most ideal circumstances? Or if he self-destructs by jumping into difficulty way above his head too fast. It's a balance. Jesus' instruction, fear not that which can kill the body, but not the soul. Fear that which can kill the soul and the body, is helpful. Praying the Lord's Prayer is helpful because of where it draws my mind and my nervous system and what it empowers and what it disempowers. Fear is not the only enemy of James staying in the kingdom. There are other temptations. Hubris is a loaded word. Oh, you're not being humble. It sneaks up on James, where he's freelancing like the so-called disciples did. They were freelancers, free agents. I'm not sure those are the right words, but they went off and did their own thing. And Jesus' path is the path. Now that it's undiluted for James, it is the way, the truth, and the life. And it's punishing to fall off the path. So James freelancing is by its essential nature outside the kingdom. It is James as computer, not James as subject of the loving Lord. Internet, oh boy, is that a temptation. Wow, Facebook, for all the right reasons, but no, for laudable reasons, but nothing good can come from being outside of the kingdom. Internet work is almost inherently outside the kingdom. And as Jesus says, make of yourself the good tree. The good tree can only bring forth good fruit. What is not the good tree, what is not being in the kingdom, can only bring forth bad fruit. It's an absolute truth James is finding. Also, being inviting is a very helpful concept. Over the last couple of days, it's very helpful. James, is your being inviting? That does not and should not translate into, okay, try to be inviting things. It's not a behavior thing. It's a state that seems to correlate maybe 100%, close to 100%, with being in the kingdom. It's extremely helpful calibration tool. And when the answer is no, not being inviting, it so far invites the right kind of question. Why, James? What's going on? What is going on within you that you might want to adjust or change? Another big issue is attachment. Falling off the path. Joy goes away. A sense of deadness comes, although it can be an intoxicating and stimulating deadness. So it's not, oh boy, James is being bad. James is failing. This isn't fun. How do we get back where it's nice? Oh yeah. Attached to that last encounter that really seemed to go well, James. Attached to the feeling of that. So another useful instruction of Jesus is do not rejoice that you have cast out devils. Rejoice that your names are written in heaven. I presume that means you're there. Oh, good, great. My name's on a wall? No, it's not like that. Being in heaven is, well, heaven. It's the only heaven. There isn't any other. And who would want it? James wouldn't. Can't imagine it.